Hello again, my anime lovers. This is your friend, your boy, your buddy, Mario Kusakabe, bringing you another episode of Anime World. This is Anime World episode 6. My god, 6 episodes already. I'm feeling the groove back, you know. I appreciate you guys for the views, for the support. Thank you, new subscribers. I appreciate you guys as well. And in today's episode of Anime World, it's a new anime that I started to watch. Like, I wanted to let it run like a few episodes so like I could bench watch them to see how good or like how much of I was gonna enjoy it. And I'm having a good time watching the anime. It's called Bluelock. And if you guys don't know about Bluelock, it's more or less another sports high school anime from Japan. Because my god, they mass produce these babies. But again, it's what I really like, I enjoy about it is because it's about football. Oh, I'm sorry, soccer. Here in the States and the rest of the world, football. So yeah, the main character, the story more or less which centers is about Yoichi Isagi. He's more or less the main character. He wants to play soccer on the highest level, under U17 team, and then represent Japan in the World Cup. I like the story; it's phenomenal. The characters surrounding him, they're so crazy as well too, because they always have to have the mix and match. And I think I'm in episode. What episode am I now? I'm in episode 14. Like I bench watched like 14 episodes. I like the concept. I like the idea. So more or less, the top soccer players, the youth soccer players in Japan, they all got selected to participate in this training facility called Bluelock, which is run and controlled by Ego. That's right. The name of more or less coach or whatever, his name is Ego, which is fantastic. Which is trying to teach, because apparently what all that they need is one striker. More or less to be. This is funny how they put him. The Hurricane, the Messi, the Cristiano Ronaldo CR7. Because Japan truly doesn't have like a striker. Even in real life team, they don't have like that striker. So this is what the anime is trying to do, which is funny. It's great. So they're putting it's nothing but strikers. But now, since it's only strikers, they have to come together and define okay, for each match, you're gonna play goalie, defense, center backs, whatever. But I'm it's so crazy. So what I enjoy about it is all the characters keep evolving, and how he sees himself always, not like your typical main character in a sports anime in Japan. You're there, in the medium of the pack, the baddie of the pack, but there's so many other guys above you, and you're oh my god, all these monsters. So it's that dynamic is crazy, but how he keeps evolving. But the one thing that I don't like too much, it's with the main character, with Isagi. That okay, he evolves, I'm all right, whatever. But then when someone new comes out, I'm oh my god. He goes to depressed mode. He gets confident enough, but then he sees someone else that he's either stronger, faster, can kick a football against a soccer field, let's say half court, makes him to score, drilling abilities, all that. And then he goes into depression, oh my god, oh my god, so many people are better than me. I'm dude, that's the only drawback that I could say about the anime. It's overhyped, everything, skill sets, all that. But to me, that's the only drawback. So I look forward to keep watching it. So far it's fun. The characters are funny as hell, because you keep progressing. That's the one thing about it. It's an elimination tournament. So you keep winning, keep advancing forward to my guess you are the one. The striker that they are gonna solely focus for the Japan team for the next World Cup. And on a funny note, it's funny that in last year's World Cup, the Japan team, that actually the national team, their color scheme matched the anime, which is Bluelock, which I was wow, this is funny. And Japan did pretty good in the World Cup, so I'm I don't know if this training is actually for real. It would be so funny though. But yeah, I recommend Bluelock to watch. it's fun and entertaining. Again, it's a typical Japanese sports anime. Over the top, over everything. But it's a good watch. It's a good watch. I enjoy the surrounding characters. I'm like, they have to change the same character, the main character, Misagi, because he always has the little drawback. Like, okay, you think, okay, he's evolving, but then I'm like, oh my god, like he goes into like depressed mode. I don't like that too much. I'm like, I understand, you go through things, but I'm like, in order for a character to evolve, you have to evolve, not evolve one step, something happens, then you go back 2 steps. I'm like, okay, so you're in that escalator. So you're not pushing forward. You're not breaking your ceiling. You're not going forward. So I don't like that too much. No. So I don't know. It's not for me. But hopefully they'll change the character later on. And I might give the manga a look, like to see where it's at. Or like where it is now. Because actually I'm a little curious to see what it has. Because like it's a few of the other characters. So it's funny as hell. But yeah, I will recommend for you guys to watch Bluelock. It's like in 7 languages now, so I'm like, you guys can pick your choice. So yeah, guys. Thank you again. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. If you guys could do me a favor, subscribe to the channel. Like the video, share the video, so you guys could help me with that the YouTube algorithm. Truly appreciate it. And you guys could, well, you guys already know, you could watch this episode at InnerCityGeeks.net, and you can watch it on my YouTube channel. Alright, guys? Nothing but love for you guys, and see you next episode. Peace, love.